First, coming to the Conference USA Championship, what's the one thing you're stressing to your guys entering the tournament?
Well, I think it just goes back to what we've talked about, all year long of controlling the things you can control and doing the best job you can of not dwelling on or obsessing about things that happen that are not in your control. So one more reminder, one more challenge this week to do those things. And if we do those things well, I think we got a great chance.
Most tournaments in the regular season, you play 36, then you play 18. Right now you're scheduled to play 18, 18, 18. How does that change the approach to the game?
I don't think it changes much. I mean, I wish we could play every tournament 18, 18, 18. I mean, that's what, every event will do on the PGA Tour. Every other event at all levels is basically 18 holes a day, so I don't think it changes much.
A lot on stake when you look at the big picture because it is a conference championship and it's really probably the only way the team can get to the postseason, the NCAA postseason.
Yeah.
So that adds a little bit of pressure when you're playing. How do you approach the three guys that have never played at a conference championship event to handle that type of pressure?
Well, I think, again, it goes back to the things I've talked to them all year long. I mean, no shot, no round, no tournament's bigger than the next. So if we can approach it that way of going through our routines, our processes, and hitting the shot for what it is and adding up when it's over, I think that's how you do it. I mean, if you become great at that, I mean, the score, we're good enough physically, technically. If we do those things well, the scores will be what we want them to be.
You've got a unique opportunity this week with the team's ranked 6th, but you don't have to finish first after 54 holes. You don't have to be in the top 4.
Correct.
And go into the match play. What does the match play round bring to this type of tournament and really to the approach for the first 54 holes?
Well, because of the top 4, that does open it up a little bit. We've had 4 top 5 finishes this year. So, I mean, our good golf's been plenty good enough. So if we can slide into that, I mean, once you get into match play, the national championship has proven over the last 5 or 6 years that it kind of opens it up. So anybody can beat anybody almost within any given 18 holes. Augusta State's won 2 national championships and beaten teams that had beaten them most times throughout the year in stroke play, but they beat them in match play. So I think if we can do the things we've done at times this year and have a top 4 or top 5, we'll have a chance. And if we get in match play, anything can happen.
Victor Lane's been the leader in the conference throughout the entire season, but 3 runner-up finishes. He just hadn't got over the hump for an individual title.
Yeah.
What does he need to do to be atop the individual leaderboard after 54 holes?
Man, that's a hard question to answer. I mean, that's the thing, and he's great at it, and we talk about, and it's the same thing with the team. Just giving yourself opportunities, and it won't always end exactly how you want it to end. Just like a 5-foot putt might not always go in, but if you control the things that you can, you got a lot better chance. So if Victor keeps doing what he's been doing all year long and gives himself an opportunity, maybe he can close the deal this time. But golf is just so fickle, and you just got to be patient with it for sure.
Tech hasn't had an individual conference champion since 1980, but Victor's got a legitimate shot. How tough is it to win an individual title at a conference championship?
It's very tough. I mean, Conference USA is a great golf conference. So, he's ranked the best in the country right now the best in compared to his competitors in our conference. But you still got to tee it up and hit it. But he's got a good chance. But I think if he goes through his routines like he talks about and goes back to what I just said a while ago, I mean, if he does those things well, he'll have a chance. And if he can approach it like it's any other tournament and not make a bigger deal out of it than it is, he's going to have a great chance.
When you look at the field, you've been the top ranked in the conference throughout the year, but UAB's got a handful of golfers that are very good.
Right.
Browers has been on your heels in the national rankings. How much of a challenge will it be to face those guys?
I mean, look, it's Conference USA and it's a big event. But you know what? All of us are are just treating it as just another tournament, you know. I mean, we all want to play well and we all want to come out on top. So really all you can do is just do what you've been doing, and that's worked well for me. I'm ranked number 1 in the field this week, so I'm just going to, do exactly what I've been doing the whole year, and that's worked for me so far, and yeah.
Does the course here in Texarkana, because it mimics similar terrain at Old Waverly, our last tournament, and in North Louisiana, do you think that gives you all a bit of an edge coming into this week?
I think it does. You know, it's a traditional golf course, a lot of dog legs, and I think you only hit about five or six drivers out here throughout the 18 holes, so it's going to be interesting. But I think it does give us a bit of home advantage. You know, we're used to a bit of grain on the greens and just kind of the terrain. You know, it's been raining a lot lately, so the course is going to be wet, which is also what we've been used to the last few weeks. So I think we are as ready as can be.
You and Ben have been here before, at least to the conference championship level, but the other three guys haven't played a conference championship before in their careers. What advice can you give them to kind of power through the next 3 days?
I mean, it just goes back to what I said earlier, is just treating it as just another tournament, you know. We've been playing well, everybody's in good form right now, so we will just go do what we usually do and go do it well.